and if it's your first time to see my face, welcome to my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. I know I've been gone for how many months, like a couple of months, but I'm wishing you an happy new year because this is my first time actually having a video, so I'm wishing you a happy new year. I pray that this year is going to be a marvelous one for us. The Lord is going to meet all our needs. The Lord is going to transform us. He's going to lift us up in the name of Jesus. So today it's a new video, like obviously, and I'm going to be talking about something that is quite personal. I experienced it and I feel I should actually share it for people to also see. So I have my phone here because I have some things written down. And the topic for today is a personal one. Like I said, I feel people, they won't find it easy to actually what's the word now? They won't find it easy to agree with me, but you have to agree with me. You don't have a choice. So let's get right into the video. So today's topic is letting go, or let me just say forgiveness. Letting go and letting God. That's just the word. So I'm going to be giving a definition of what forgiveness is according to psychology, or according to psychologists. What they define forgiveness as? They define forgiveness as a conscious and deliberate act of releasing tension, releasing resentment and vengeance towards a person or group of people who might have hurt you, regardless whether they deserve your forgiveness. Like the fact psychologists are saying the people you have to forgive, they might actually deserve it or they don't deserve it, and the Bible tells us that we should forgive. In fact, the Bible don't tell us to love our enemy. That's even a different story on its own. But now that's talking of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a deliberate act. You really want to do it. You have to have the mindset, oh, I want to forgive this person. And you don't have to think of, oh, does this person actually deserve my forgiveness or not? For your own sake, actually forgive. So I'm going to be talking about 4 components of forgiveness. Like 4 things that we need to know, 4 vital points that we need to know about forgiveness. And first, it is express the emotion. Expressing the emotion. You might ask me, Oyinkansola, what do you mean by expressing the emotion? Like, what are you trying to explain here? So, expressing the emotion here, in this process of expressing emotion, anger, whatever the emotion it may be, it's okay to have it. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel whatever pain it may be. It's okay to have whatever you might actually call it, but do not live in it. You can have it. Let it just be for a moment. Let it be for a period of time. Don't dwell in it. Don't live with it like forever. Don't literally do you. It's okay to actually like have those feelings. It's okay for you to have those emotions. It's okay for you to feel bad. It's okay for you to turn, if you decide to turn the whole place upside down, but do not let it go beyond that. Like, don't decide to dwell in whatever pain it is. So that is the first component of forgiveness. And the second component of forgiveness is understand why forgiveness. Like, understand why you should forgive. And the reason why we are to forgive, according to the Bible, God has commanded us to forgive. And I feel people might actually say, Oyinkansola, do you actually know what it means to forgive? I've been in that position and I had to forgive. Like, I feel it's a lesson I had to learn before I can move on. And it's attached to my growth somehow. Because if I don't let go of the past, how am I supposed to move forward? So I feel understanding why you should forgive is important. And the reason why we have to forgive is because God commanded us to forgive. And other than that, God does not want you to dwell in hurt. Like, what's the point of dwelling in hurt? Especially it may be even in cases where the person that might have hurt you or put you in a pain or whatever does not even know. Like, the person does not have any idea that he or she might have done something bad to you. So it is best for you to forgive the person for your own safety, for your own sanity. Forgive the person. So the third point, or the third component of forgiveness, is rebuild safety. Here, the way I understood this word, or the way it projected to me, is that reconcile with the person. If you have to actually go to the person and let the person know, oh, you did this, I didn't like, and just communicate. Though it's not all cases that someone will be able to communicate, but just let God be the one to fight for you. Especially cases where you didn't even do, Just let go and let God. Let God be the one to vindicate you. Yeah, literally, that's the word. Let God vindicate you. And the more reason why you should like communicate and talk to the person is for you to have peace of mind. Because if you have grudges against someone and you refuse to like let the person know on like, it is not good for your health. The fact that it can even cause you to be thinking things that you even hold on to, something that you literally, you don't need it. You don't need to hold on to whatever it is. So you should rebuild safety. And another thing is that, okay, if you have to keep your distance after that moment of forgiveness, it's okay to keep your distance. It's okay for you not to have anything to do with the person again. But do not have a bad mindset, or do not have a bad thought about the person. Some people actually even say that, oh, it's easy to forgive, or it is not easy to forgive, and it's not easy to forget. Like, you can say, oh, I'll forgive the person, or I will never forget. It's okay if you can't forget it. It's okay, like I said earlier, do not dwell in it. Do not dwell in whatever someone might have done to you. And the fun fact that I realized that it's actually bound to happen. Whatever hurt you go through, whatever thing you go through, God allowed it to happen. Because if God did not allow it to happen, how then are you supposed to move forward? How then are you supposed to grow? Like, one of the 7 pillars that in my church we have something we're working with in this year. And one thing I was even surprised when it came like, okay, God is going to expose those who are your friends, but not actually your friends, that are more or less like enemies. I feel this topic is actually coming for us to know that, like, it is letting us know ahead that in case you realize the person you thought is actually your friend is not your friend, or the person you thought you can confide in is actually someone that is waiting for your downfall. Like, this topic, letting go, just forgiving the person, don't think too deep. Some people might say, but you are just saying this. I'm not just saying it. God understanding that, oh, whatever it is, God knowing the person that is doing you harm, God knowing the person that is, because it's not possible for God to see that something bad is about to happen to you and does not save you from it. And that is if you are a child of God, because that is an important thing for you to be able to like access those privileges of God protecting you from any evil, protecting you from things. You have to be a child of God. You have to believe in His Son. You have to believe in Jesus Christ. Or if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, how do you expect God to deliver you? How can you even pray to God that God please deliver me when you don't even know Him? You don't know the power in His name. You don't know the power in His existence. So, like I said earlier, for your sake of peace of mind, just reconcile. Just talk to the person. Just reconcile. And the last point, or the component of forgiveness, is let go. Yeah, I think I mentioned earlier about grudges. Letting go in this sense is just promising yourself not to hold grudge. It is human, it is normal for us. Like, we actually hear some people say, oh, they don't hold grudges, that they don't know how to hold grudges. But there are some people who actually hold grudges. So for you to let go, you must be able to promise yourself that, oh, I'm not going to hold grudge against this person. That's why keeping your distance, don't have anything to do with the person anymore, or especially like if it has to be someone that you are so close to, and the person did something bad to you, or you experience one thing or the other happens, just keep your distance. Because some people, if they actually see the person, that's when they have bad thoughts and everything like that. God help us that we don't have bad thoughts towards people. And the fact the Bible will tell us to love our enemies, like loving your enemies, those that are actually like waiting for your downfall. But I don't just understand that statement of loving your enemies. But God really and Holy Spirit help us to understand what it means to love your enemies. Because wow, easy. I don't think it is, but God is going to help us if you call on to Him. If you are so, that's first. I think one reason, after you've already like given your life to Christ, after you claim to be a child of God, having a relationship with God is also important. Because if you are having a good relationship with God, you can find it easy to actually go to meet Him and tell Him, God, so thing is happening with me, so thing is wrong with me. Maybe I'm feeling this hurt, I'm feeling bad, I don't think I can forgive the person. You talking to God is like letting go of those things you might have owed on to, letting go of those grudges, letting go of whatever it may be. Because if you let God know about it, it's definitely going to give you ways and help you to overcome whatever it may be. So I feel talking to God is also important. Having the mindset that, oh, I want to forgive this person is also important. And like I said earlier, let God be the one to vindicate you. In the place of forgiveness, in the place of letting go, in the place of letting whatever thing might happen, let God be the one to vindicate you. No matter how big the issue might have been, no matter how the hurt may have been so deep, the cause might have been so deep, just let God be the one to like sort things out. Because if you decide to take things into your hands, you may even end up doing worse. Like in that case, so the best thing is just to let God be the one to be in charge. Let God be the one to fight for you. The Bible will let us know that the God is going to fight for us. Those battles, you don't even know the battles, you don't know the people that are actually doing things to you, you don't know anything. It's only God that knows everything. And Him knowing everything knows what is best for you. Him knowing everything knows what you can, that is actually for your own benefit. So I feel with all that being said, moral lesson of this is that let go and let God. Let God be the one to fight for you. Don't take things into your hand and don't hold grudges against anybody. Try and forgive. It's not going to be easy, yes, I know. But with God, God is going to make everything easy for you. Maybe you realize that when you let God to be involved in whatever it is, it's just going to be so easy. So that being said, if you watched this video to the end, I would like you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like, and also share. Let other people also know about this. Let other people also like come to the truth of this, because it is not an easy thing. I feel like people do actually talk about it a lot. Despite the fact that it is something that is personal, but you still have to like let people know about this. You still have to let people know about the truth. And God bless you, and see you next time. Bye.